Hi guys, welcome back to episode 4 of Chelsea's writing journey. In this episode, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some pieces that I wrote in my fourth book, and it's called Book of Ruby, the Goddess's Dance. So I haven't read any of these pieces for a while now, and I'm excited to dive back in to that energy, and I can already feel that this book it's me experiencing, discovering, enjoying my innate power, just soaking in that energy. So I'm going to read about the book that I wrote for Book of Ruby, the Goddess's Dance. Book of Ruby, the Goddess's Dance is a revelation of and a reveling in my innate power. For how her footsteps upon the grounds of our heaven reverberate through the hearts of all. For how her footsteps echo with the dance of life itself. Mighty goddess, mighty life. Her power, a creation in and of itself, has come to be. It has come to be in its full-blown glory, in its full-blown existence. And in the very moment of the birthing of her power, her soul overflowed with a deep sense of satisfaction. Soul satisfaction. Mighty goddess, mighty life. For in the birthing of her innate power, she was creator, she was mighty creator, her mighty life born of the goddess's touch. The goddess's touch, yes, 'tis the golden touch. Her touch upon life turns its spirit and all of its elements golden. Golden goddess, yes, she turns golden possibilities into golden realities with her touch. Her gold sourced from God's gold mine itself. As you read Book of Ruby, the Goddess's Dance, my prayer for you is that you revel in the soft and gentle revelations and the deep and passionate revelations of thine own innate power. And as always, sit back, relax, and enjoy, and I'll see you at the end. This energy, it's so much of who I am. It's so much of how I experience myself. And the prayer feels so special. My prayer for you is that you revel in the soft and gentle revelations and the deep and passionate revelations of thine own power. It's so powerful because there's such a natural balancing of experiencing this emotionally, in that it's not always deep and passionate. It's also balanced by this very soft and gentle energy. So it's really it's like getting the best of both worlds, being able to experience all of me in all these in this diversity of emotions. That power can be experienced in this huge vast way, and at the same time power can be also experienced in this very graceful and soft and gentle nature. For how her footsteps upon the grounds of her heaven reverberate through the hearts of all. For how her footsteps echo with the dance of life itself. And I could feel in that my power just coming to life, coming alive, and being able to experience that and to enjoy that in its full-blown capacity. So what a way to start, guys. I chose some random numbers, and we're going to read a couple pieces. So the first one, it's number 88. Number 88. We're almost there. 88. Okay. So short and simple. For the pen would never leave mine hand, and the knowing would never depart mine heart. For without either I will not be me. For the pen would never leave mine hand, and the knowing would never depart mine heart. For without either I will not be me. That brings to mind two thoughts, and the first is, at the time, the energy feeling this, it's so, it's just me experiencing myself in this raw and pure nature, and writing brings that to life in such an intimate way for me to experience that. I would not want to, I just wouldn't want to stop that. I wouldn't want to stop experiencing that. And at the time I was just experiencing that raw passion of experiencing myself, and the knowing would never depart mine heart. And so the second thought, and it's something that I literally felt yesterday, where I had this beautiful long journey of this fire inside me of focusing on knowing, of focusing on who I am, of focusing on the absolute, and wanting this knowing to come so effortlessly alive within me. I've felt that for such a long time, and it felt so natural to me that I didn't actively think about it, but it just felt like something that would just always be inside me. I would always have the fire for that. And then yesterday, for the first time, I had this feeling where I didn't have that particular fire inside me, to that desire, that passionate wanting to know. It felt like my soul, it felt like my spirit moved beyond that, that I really did move into this natural state, this effortless state of knowing. And again, it's that feeling where whatever you experience, when you feel like it's so infinite that you can never move beyond that, there could not be anything there's nothing beyond that, because this feels so good, this feels so vast, this feels so grand. Well, gotta drink some water. Right, now what was I saying? So that feeling that it's so, that fire, I thought it was just gonna be a part of me always. And yesterday when I had that experience of it was like that desire, that wanting, it like withered away, and it was almost like it withered away without me knowing. And then I felt its absence, and it was such a cool feeling, because I sat in that thought, I sat in that energy, and it made me go beyond where I thought, oh, like what's that means, like there's more than this, what's beyond this. I felt myself moving into new experiences of the absolute, new experiences of existence, new experiences of creation, new experiences of who we are, new experiences of who I am. And that is such, it's still very fresh, that clarity. So the next piece, it's number 77. Number 77. And she breathes. The body of her soul breathes in and breathes out. The body of her soul breathes the air of her effortless existing, in and out. And the body of the goddess worships her heart. She is deeply devoted to her heart, and every moment her body morphs itself into a divine act of devotion, of worship to her heart. The power of her heart, the power of her love, the power of her lion heart, the power of her love. See how her head bows to her heart. See how her shoulders meltingly wraps itself around her heart. See how her hands tenderly hold the love of her lion heart, for it knows the treasures that are alive within her. Her body melts into the sublimities of experiencing the goddess's soul, melting, melting, melting. Feel how the love of her lion heart, feel how full her body is, filled in the love of her lion heart. See how the love of her lion heart has morphed her face into its image. Let love have its way with you, and it will take you by the heart and sculpt you into its greatest masterpiece. He'll swirl his magic wand round and round you, gently unleashing his freedoms onto you. Yes, he'll sculpt you in the light of love's freedom. Feel how the love of her lion heart nourishes her body, feeds her body. Every particle of her body absorbed in the love of her lion heart. Feel how the love of her lion heart has created its raw sensualities in every particle of her body. Love's sublime pleasures swirls through and through her body. She feels the delicious emptiness of her universe within her body. She feels her raw existence existing within her body. Her body, the poetry of her soul itself. Her body, the divine expression of her raw nature. The goddess is alive. Wow. Guys, I don't know if I have to say anything after this one. Wow. That's really beautiful. That's really, really beautiful. She feels the delicious emptiness of her universe within her body. She feels her raw existence existing within her body. Her body, the poetry of soul itself. Her body, the divine expression of her raw nature. The goddess is alive. The goddess is alive. And I feel that flows from what I was talking about earlier, of what I experienced yesterday, where I felt that I moved beyond this passionate desire for knowing, because it's so effortlessly alive, not just within me but as me. It's just natural. Like sometimes I describe it as feeling as just like it's on autopilot. It's just flowing, and I feel it. I feel it effortlessly. I feel that delicious emptiness of my universe within my body, and I feel it in such grounded ways in my day-to-day experiences. So when I sit to write, my intention naturally, it's a pure intention. I want to express the beauty of who we are. I want to express the beauty of creation and just allow it to flow in whatever way that carries the most clarity. And so it feels like it flows from what I call like my nothing stream of consciousness. So it's like anything is allowing it to flow from this place of where anything is possible. And so I feel that almost like its own entity alive inside me, this emptiness. She feels her raw existence existing within her body. And again, like that feels like beyond satisfaction. It feels like a natural state of fulfillment, a natural state of fulfillment in this energy of experiencing this raw existence of who I am. Her body, the poetry of her soul itself. The poetry of her soul itself. And that's why I have like such a deep appreciation for my existence, for my body, because it allows me to experience these sensations, these emotions of my existence. So when I'm creating in whatever capacity, I can feel it. I feel whether it's love or passion or power or whatever emotion it is. I I feel it as a direct expression of my soul. Oh my god. Which is literally what the next line is. Her body, the divine expression of her raw nature. The goddess is alive. The goddess is alive.